Good morning. It is December 7th, and I'm following up with a reflection piece based on the fact that I did write a reflection piece back in September, and I wanted to follow up with some thoughts and changes that have occurred during that time. First, I'm very grateful to be here at Sagewood. I really enjoy my team. I enjoy the expertise and the ideas that I've gotten from Nancy, and I'm also grateful for the opportunity to lead our small department. It's something that I've always wanted to do, and I feel like I'm in a good place now to lead the department to just a good place where we can all communicate and feel like we support each other and just continue the excellence that Nancy had, but do it in my own way. And I'm looking forward to that opportunity. I also am grateful for the opportunity that I've had to grow professionally. I am still working on my International Master for teachers of Spanish language, and I completed my first module. I have 3 total to go, and I will finish up the online coursework in June and then leave for Salamanca, be there for the month of July. And this has been something that I've always wanted to do. Within the classroom, I feel like the students and I have gotten to a good place. My Spanish 2 students in particular, I feel like we have really good rapport, smaller class sizes, and I just really enjoy those classes. Spanish 1A, 99.9% of my students are amazing. I feel like I have handled a few discipline issues in an effective way. I feel like I can be pretty unflappable, but yet if a student has an issue with discipline, then I follow up with them privately and go up the chain appropriately, emails, calls home, and then as a last resort, of course, coming to the office. I feel that my students are learning. I feel like they enjoy my class for the most part. I certainly have a handful of students that seem to act as if I'm ripping out their fingernails every day they have to come into my class. But that's a minority, and I'm grateful for that. I continue to look for ways to improve my technology in the classroom, find activities that are meaningful and purposeful, and I've actually even cut back on my homework amount that I've given the students, because if I can't come up with a way for them to apply what's learned in the classroom in a significantly meaningful and useful way, then I tend to skip it. I'm not going to give them just busy work. I don't believe in that. So I'm giving much more evaluation to what assignments I give them, obviously inside and out of the classroom. Let's see. I just feel like I have continued to grow. I'm using the textbook less. Part of the impetus for that is that having the students share a book can be a bit of a pain. And also last year in Virginia, I started leaning more that way. I was forced to because they didn't have any books. But I use the books for some basics, and then I just look for supplementary activities, that are meaningful and that will draw the kids' interest. I am, as I mentioned in my September paperwork, I am trying to be a little bit hands-off, more student-led with certain activities, and that seems to be, it's a work in progress, but I'm certainly glad to be trying that. And in conclusion, I feel like I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm having to manage my time a lot more because of my online coursework, and yet I feel like it's a good process for me to become more organized and to make sure that I'm meeting all the requirements, both here at school and also at home with my studies. So thank you for the opportunity and for any feedback that you can give me. And as always, I'm grateful to be here. Gracias.